everyone, thank you for joining me. Today I want to talk about an asana that everybody is going to know, I'm pretty sure. It's called Shavasana, or the corpse pose. It's often called Shavasana in the West, but actually if we look at the Sanskrit, it's very clear. Shav is the corpse. And in it, as we will know, we just lie on our back and we let ourselves get very heavy. We become dead weight, just like a corpse. And as simple as this asana is, it goes back to a very central, fundamental idea or discussion in Hinduism. And that is the discussion around the soul and the body, so spirit and matter, and what came first, and did one create the other? And if one created the other, which created which? So a bit of a chicken and egg situation. And if we look at tantric cosmology, there is this idea of the universe having been created by two fundamental indestructible forces, which are called Shiva and Shakti. And if we see those as the god and the goddess, then we have in one the lifeless body, and in the other that spirit that enters the body. Only when the spirit enters the body does the body become alive, but equally the soul, the spirit, the Atma, the consciousness can only actually exist in this world if a world exists and if there is a body for that spirit to be alive in and to act and be conscious in. There's a famous hymn, Sundarya Lahari, by Adi Shankara, so goes way back, which starts with the words, if Shiva is united with Shakti, he is able to create, and if he is not, I'm trying to get this right, if he is not, he is incapable of even stirring. So that goes right back to this idea of a completely lifeless corpse. And in some lineages in yoga, actually Shavasana is practiced very differently. So you have not your body on the ground, but you have something underneath, so let's call it a block. A block underneath the back of your head and a block underneath your ankles. And your body lies completely still, which doesn't mean you're relaxing because the hips don't drop onto the floor. It's more the body, the corpse, when rigor mortis sets in. So that's not very widely practiced here in the West, because what we get in the West is a tiny aspect of yoga, when there's so many different lineages out there, obviously. But this is one way of practicing it, with this very rigid body as opposed to the very relaxed and heavy body. So the way that I practice and teach is that relaxation at the beginning and end of a class. And when you're thinking of the beginning of a class and you're lying in Shavasana, then maybe come back to that idea of the spirit entering the body, and just that awareness of you not just being a body, not being a vessel, but holding a soul. I really like that idea. Give me little comments if you have any, ask me questions if you want, and I will see you for another asana myth very soon.